Hi team. So let's start your session.
Morning, Ashish.
Good morning, Ashish.
Good morning, Shrini. All right, so let's go ahead and start your session. Hi Bala. Hope you guys are able to see my screen, right? So the last, we were doing that was a custom workflow. So
This
let's see your
conference will
custom.
now be recorded.
So let's see your custom workflow. It is working today or not. So I'll just log in into my system. So once you log in into your system, you will see, it will take it to your home page. And from home page, if you remember, team, we were doing this custom workflow. And this custom workflow, there was some issue which was coming, right? We did your second step, which is document generation template. And when we came to the document generation template mapping, there was an issue. So let's again try this document generation template mapping. This is your document generation template mapping. So once you click on the document generation template mapping, let's see whether your uh, detail is coming here or not. So here I'll select my template we created yesterday with the adroit study leave. Oh, how come it is coming today?
Not Android, Ashish. ADP, right?
ADP, right. So, oh, oh goodness, how it is coming today? Team, I have not done anything. I even did not log in into the system. So you can see it's like, we were stuck at, this yesterday and, the detail wasn't coming, right? So, but today it is coming here, right? Anyhow, this detail, the one which is coming here, this is, supposed to come from the previous step, which is your document generation template. And from the document generation template, whatever you token you assign, so those token, it comes here. So here you will see the recipient, it is coming. So in this case, what I'm going to, okay, any one of these detail, it's like, you should always map this to your reference. If you do not map any of your these detail to your reference, in that case, what will happen? Your custom workflow will not work. So here in this case, reference, I'm going to give it as a recipient. Who will be the recipient? I'm going to select it here as a recipient name. So whoever it is, those person, it's like, I should take it as a there. Then you have your subject user. So subject user also, I'll take it as a reference only. And here they will, it should be there as a subject user name only. So subject user name, here it is. Location, location, we have to take it from the base object as a job information, right? So whatever it is there, so here you can see job information, and here it is, you'll have your location name. So where is the location name coming here? So location, can anybody see location somewhere? This is not sure where is the location. Let's just type it here and let's see whether it is coming here or not. Location is coming. So I'm going to take it as a location, right? Then who's the initiator? Initiator also I'll take it as a reference. And this initiator also, it will be, the person where the, you can see here, current user. Who's you initiating? Obviously, it's a current user who's initiating, right? So I'll go ahead and save your this. Let me also copy this ADP last name change that we are doing. So I'll copy this and paste this here so that we remember, what we have created. So I'll save your this section. Once you save your this section, then now the last and the final step, is going to come here. That is your you have to map this to your email because you want this notification to come here, right? So in this case, what you can do, The last option is going to come here as a your workflow email. So you can see manage workflow email configuration. That is your fourth step in this. Manage email workflow configuration. So this is your manage email workflow configuration. And if you come into your this section, so here you will see it is asking you to create new. So I'm going to create a new here. So so here you can see, okay, in the previous step yesterday, if you remember team, in this section when we were creating this document generation template, we created the template only for the initiator, right? Initiator that we created ADP last name change, right? So when they apply this, but we have not created, what kind of a mail it should come when people, they contributor. If you can work for where you're going to assign this workflow.
Business rule.
Yes, you have to assign this unit to your business rule. That is true. But then, how come there, Bala? What are you doing? You're logged in three times. Bala? Okay. Ah, right. No, sure. Okay, in my detail it is showing as a 3 time, which is anyhow it's okay. So then what we're going to do, we're going to create a business rule. So here, I'm going to go ahead with a business rule, manage business rule. So once you come here into your business rule, so configure business rule. So we're just going to write your business rule, and we're going to see it's like, how we can write this business rule when it's going to be there with the workflow, right? So this business rule also, it will trigger as your, business rule, which will be, so here, let's come here and see your business rule, how it is to be created. So I'm going to select this plus sign. And in this plus sign, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead with your basic settings. So here in the basic setting, I'm going to give this name as an ADP. What is ADP? Address change, right? So ADP address change. So here also, I'm going to give this as an ID. I'm going to select this date as a 2020. And I'm going to select it from the January 1st. And what is my base object? My base object, it is, where do we have this
Job,
address change? Sorry?
the job information, right?
Job
Yeah.
information. Okay, let's see where is the address change option it is coming here. If it is in the job information, we will take it in the job. Address is just as the address coming.
Okay.
Job information is this. Let's see if there is address. Sorry? Let's see if anything. So you can see there is an address. I don't know what is this address is. I hope this is the same thing because anyhow
Yeah.
my address is this is addresses only, all right? So I'm going to do
Okay.
that for the addresses rather than taking for the job information. So here I'll select this as the addresses. So when you select this as an address, so here, remember I told you that everything, it has to come with your, like your model. So what is a model when you're comparing with your old record to the new record? So how am I going to write a rule? I'm going to write a rule. Like for example, you can see here, there is already an address coming here, right? Flat number 1. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change this to flat number 2. Whenever you change this to the flat number 2, then the workflow should trigger, which means compare the new address with the old address. If there is any change, then it should trigger a rule. And whenever you create such changes team, then you have to select it your model. And if you remember when I was, covering your business rule, I told you it's like, whenever you have a business rule, so whenever you have a model, it means you're triggering a change. So here I'll continue with this section. Once you continue into your this section, so what you need to do, you just need to write your this detail. So I'm going to take it here as a if my address model address 1 is not equal to, so your address model address 1 previous value. Oh, there is no previous value, it is coming here. Hold on. Address model 1 address. Let me take it as a value. And if it is not equal to previous value. All right, previous value, then what it should do? It should trigger a workflow. It should set, right? It should set your address model address 1, right? And in this case, so it should set your address model. It should trigger a workflow rather, right? So it should trigger your workflow, it is coming in. So here you can see your workflow config value. So it should trigger your address model workflow config value, which is equal to your value. Which value? It should be equal to your value. Hold on, this workflow, which is the workflow that we have created, address ADP address chain, right? So this is what it should trigger. So what I have done, if my model value address 1 is equal, it's not equal to the previous value, it should trigger a workflow. Which workflow it should trigger? ADP address change workflow, right? So this is one. So like this team, you can go ahead and create for anything. I've just created for address line 1, you have a line 2 also, line 3 also, right? So if you want to do that here, so what you can do, you can set an expression and or you can see, maybe I'll select it as an or. So again, if you want to add this two line here, you can add the second line here. If your address model address 2 is not equal, so like this you can select it as many as you want to the address to previous value. If somebody changed the address to, then in that case also it should trigger a workflow. All right, then what it should do, it should also set this to be equal to ADP change, right? And it should trigger a workflow. So let's go ahead and do that here. So here I'll save you this detail. So you can see I've saved you this detail and my here it is address change. So I'm going to assign this your, let me duplicate one more screen. Let me close this one. Let me duplicate one more screen, and in this rule what I'm going, where do we put all the succession data team? Where do, in which, where do we have to make these changes? Hello? Manage business configuration. This is very bad. We are about to finish your employee central. There is nothing much left. This is only the longest topic which is there. Rest everything it will get over in 1 or 2 days. So here, what is this? Hold on, what I was doing. Okay, my mistake. So we have to come to the manage business configuration. So once you come to the manage business configuration, what you'll be doing, um, we will be, so here, which data it is? It is your address, right? So I'm going to come to the address where it is home address. So I'm going to come to the address and here I'm going to attach my business rule. All right. So here, if I come here completely down, so I'm going to, which option you will select? Home address model, right? Because we're doing it in the home address model. So I'll select this as a home address model. And in this home address model, what we're going to do, I'm going to select it. Oh, it is asking me for the rule, business rule, right? So what is the business rule that we have here? ADP something that we created, right? ADP address change.
ADP address change. Yeah.
Right. So ADP address chain, it is coming. So here you can see the event type also it is coming. So let's see what event type we can select here. Event type, when it should do, it should save view. I mean, normally it is like, when we are going to view that, right? So I'm going to save this here. Save this here. Once you save your this section, in that case, possibly what will be happening, once you trigger your rules section. So in this case, what we're going to do, I'm going to change my address now just to see whether it is working. So here, if I refresh this, and I'm going to change my address one. So here I'll make this as a address flat number 2, right? And I'll try to save this. So let's see whether, oh, it has, I think I need to refresh this. Hold on. Let me refresh this because my workflow has not triggered. I hope my rule has saved. It has saved. It's the same address, right? I don't know. This is, I don't know where. Why? Let's see, team, whether it is triggering this time or not. Where it has gone. Here it is. So here it is. If I come here and select this as an address, so this time I'm going to make it as a 3. Let's see, this time it triggers. Why it is not triggering now? Let's see, this is the address. So we have the, in the address, we have a country, line 1, line 2, city, right? So let's see if this is the same business model. You can see none of it field it is enabled. None of the field is enabled in this one, right? In addresses. So from where this address is coming here then? If none of the field is active, then from where this is coming? Oh goodness. This is not working, team. So if it is not working, so what I'll do? I'll try to change this for the job information only. The business rule that we have created, I think we'll have to select this as a job information. So here you can see it is not triggering, right? So let's copy this. I don't think so you can copy this rule. Yeah, this is a copy rule. So if I copy this rule and if I name this here as a, because I just have to change this, right? Rest everything the same. So I'll just copy this. My rule name, it is ADP address, address 1. I'll take this address rule. So here also I'll give this as an ID. Copy, what has copied? Oh, sorry, we have to change even this parameter also. Oh, you can't change that. So I'll have to create a new one only. Create a new one. Don't save. So let's come here into the business rule. So this is your ADP address 1. All right. Whatever, let it be. It's not coming as a complete address. So what it be? So here, this is the job information. I'm going to take it now. So job information model. So here I'll take it as a, I don't know why, ideally it should trigger with the address, but I am not quite sure why it has not triggered. So we'll go ahead with the job information model. So here it's a job information model. So if I come here into this job information model, let's see that if your job information, whether it has an address or not. Where is an address here? Can anybody see address here? There is no address coming here, right? Oh goodness, where do we? Here there is no address also coming in. I don't know what to do here now. My configuration, I think in the last step, it was perfectly fine. Yeah, it is actually the home address is fine, right? Because it should trigger in the address one.
Yeah.
But why it is not triggering? Business. Let's try once again. So here I'll take it as an ADP. I don't know what is happening because if you remember yesterday also when we were creating those custom one, it was it was not big, right? It has taken 24 hours to reflect that data. Let's see that on initiation, on view. You can't. Okay, let's see that when we try to save this, then it should trigger a. I think it makes more sense now. When we try to save this, then only it should trigger a workflow, right? So let's save this information and let's now try to change this. So here you can see it has happened and here I'm going to come here and change my address. So here if I again come here and change my address, this time I'm going to make it address 1 again. Alright, so let's try to save this. Oh, wonderful. Now you can see this workflow
Yeah,
has.
because of the event.
Yes, because of the event. Yes, it was not triggering. So now you can see this address change for the Shantanu is my ID, right? And you can see this workflow participation to whom it is going. It is going to my manager. So like this team, you can see how your your this section is going to work, your custom workflow. So I have shown you it's like in how your standard workflow is going to work, how your custom workflow is going to work. There was one more topic which was the event reason, right? So event reason also, let me cover it. What is event reason? Event reason, it is earlier what used to happen. Let me show you in my PPT. I have taken certain screenshot here. What used to happen earlier, earlier what used to happen, team, whenever you used to change a record, it used to ask you for the event and event reason, all right? But nowadays, but what used to happen, people, they used to take it as a very wrong combination of an event and event reason. So what success factors started doing it, that if you have an event and event reason and you with the standard event and event reason also, so, it will automatically trigger. But to trigger that, it's like, you have to activate this line, which is your enable business rule for event reason derivation. So like basically, for example, I'm changing this address, right? So earlier what used to happen, whenever I used to change the address, it used to ask me for what is the event and what is the event reason. So I used to put it as an address and I used to give it as a event reason as a existing a new address change. So right, so then you used to do that here. But with nowadays it's like with the different combination that people they used to use the wrong option. So success factor has made this automatic also. So 100% in your certification this question is going to come, right? One question is going to come on the workflow and one question is going to come on the event reason derivation. That's the reason I have taken such a long time to cover your both this topic, right? So now because there is no event it is coming here, right? So in that case what we'll have to do, we'll have to make it automatic. So we will see how we can make it a event reason also automatic for you. So in this event reason I am going to create, I don't want to do that for the job change team because, sorry, address change, because in this case, no, you have already seen. Okay, let me continue with the address change only. Uh, all right. So in this one, I'm going to, so, but you know what you have to do? You have to activate this line. So once you have activated this line, so you have to write a business rule. So let's write a business rule here. What is this? Oh, this is job information. What should I do? Should I take it as an address one only or should I take it as a department sum and change our business rule? Now here it, oh, you want me to show you the job one? Okay. So what I'll do, I'll show you that if you change your department, then what should happen? All right. So like this, you can create the event reason. So because here it is already coming as a job information model. So I'll show you this is for department. But just the way I'll show you for the department, you can go ahead and create the event for any other succession under corporate. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to select here as a job information to be our department here. So if my department value, if so here I'm going to take it as a, if my department value is not equal to, it's not equal to your job department, where is the department? Department previous value. All right. So if no, if it is not equal to previous value, then what it should do, it should set. So here I'm going to do that here as a, it should set your job information event reason. Where is the event reason? So here you can see it should set my event reason value. Which event reason value it should set? What value we have created? ADP something we have created, right? Oh, ADP. Uh, have we created any event reason? We have not created any event reason, right? So here you can see there is a, right? So event reason, it is only showing you as a bad performance, new hire, and a position change, right? So in that case, you will
Right.
also have to create,
Yeah, we have created ADP bad performance as the
right?
event reason, but
Yes, we have created these two event reason, right? So like this
yeah,
team, you know how to create the event reason, right? So create that event reason for the department and assign that here. Okay. So
okay,
like this, you can, so in that case, what will happen? System will automatically assign the event and event reason. Like this, you can do for the division also. So here what you can do, you can set this as an expression. So it's asking you, you want to do that as an and or instead of, I think this will not, I want to cancel this. How do I cancel this? It's not there's no way cancel this. Oh, and the option. So I'll click that here and I'll delete this. All right. So I'm going to do that elsewhere. With elsewhere, what I'll do that with the department division. The first one it is with the department, and another option will do that with the division. So like this, in the one business rule only, you can create it as many as you want. So here, this is a division. If your division previous value is not equal to not equal to your division, uh, hold on, I think I'm doing a mistake. So if your if your division value is not equal to your previous value, or where it has gone. If it is not equal to division of your previous value, then what it should do, it should set your department also, right? It should set your, it should create an event reason. Where is the event reason? Here is the event reason, right? So even event reason also, it should set your event reason value, which value, whatever the event reason you have created, you can assign. So I've not created any event reason for division or department, so I'm not assigning, but this is how you can create your event reason, all right? And then when you assign this, where you going to assign this team? Where you going to assign?
In the business config,
Yes, Srini is right. You're going to assign this in the
configure
your
business rule.
configure business rule. All right. So you go assign this and then automatically it will be taken. So I'm not saving this because I've not created any event reason. So, right. So my event reason I have created, but my event reasons are different one, right? I've created for the bad performance and for the other one. So I'm not saving this section. So with this, we have finished off with the event reason and event reason derivation and the workflow and the custom workflow. All right. Let's move on with the next top. Anybody has any question on these two topics? Yes. Event reason, it is like, you have to select it manually, and event reason derivation, it is automatically. Okay. Yes, which will, no, we have not assigned a workflow here. It's automatically, it will, create event and event reason. So here in this section, you'll have to manually do that, right? If you unselect this one, it will come as a manually. But here I do not have an access to provisioning system, right? So I can't show all this. So in this case, if you're selected as an automatically, so here you can see if you change your department, it will automatically set your event reason to your whatever the event reason you want to select it here, right? So it will automatically give this same event reason. So in this case, you don't have to bother about what is event and the event reason, right? So it's a kind of a automatic automation, right? So automatically it will take it whenever you change your department, division, or any other thing. So like this, you can create your event. Okay. Hmm. Yes. Hmm. Yes. I've shown you both, right? Standard and the custom workflow, both I've shown you. Hmm. Yes, yes, same thing has to be done for every workflow, custom workflow. All those 4 steps, it has to be done. Yes, same. Yes, the matter needs to be different, otherwise rest everything is the same. Okay, now just to tell your team, tomorrow will be your last work, for Employee Central. Day for the Employee Central, and after that I'm going to start with the introduction to mastery. Okay, that's a one thing. So tomorrow I'll take a 2-hour session and I'll finish this. So today I'm going to finish off with the 13 point because 12 point it will take some time, and your employee data and your time off also. Tomorrow I'll take a 2-hour session. I hope everybody is fine with that.
Ashish, uh, actually, I'm okay with the 2-hour session as long as my son doesn't wake up because he usually wakes up after 8 a.m. or 8:30. So
8 a.m.
then,
That is Dubai time, right?
yes, yes, yes. Because usually I'm attending, like my session time is 7 to 8 a.m. That is the
Hmm.
UAE time.
Okay.
So,
Acha,
yeah.
7 to 8 a.m. Okay.
Yes, yes. So if he wakes up
Acha,
like you
okay.
usually wakes up by 8:30 or 8:15, so it becomes difficult for me to attend the session after that because my husband is already he's usually gone to his office.
Okay, no problem. So in that case, what I'll do, will configure whatever it's like. We'll finish that in 2 days session then. All right.
So much. Thank you so much. And one more thing, Ashish. What about the server? I just checked it. today morning as well.
I've
It's
seen,
still
even
not
I
working.
also don't know. I have been constantly following with the server team. It's like, no, I don't know when they're going to reply this to me. That
Because
server is fine.
whatever you have taught us in the last 1 week, we have not been
Hmm.
able to practice any of it.
Yes, I understand. So what I'll do, I'll again check it out with them and I will let you know. And also one thing more, there is an assignment for your employee. Do you want me to give you any assignment for your employee center?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I'll give you the assignment on the day I'll complete your employee center. Now there's nothing much which is left. It just, it gets finishes into 1 hour or 2 hour. And then after that, it's like, you finish your assignment and, then we will discuss on your assignment. Okay. So today is Tuesday, right? So if I take it on a Thursday and Friday, today is Tuesday. So by Thursday, we will finish this. And then I'll give you 1 week for your assignment. So next week, Friday, I'll take up the Employee Central assignment. Okay, so that
Okay.
you can go ahead and do all your R&D and everything because you
So
will
then
still there, right? Yeah.
will we be provided with the server access?
I'll ensure it, that this week you get your server.
Okay, great.
All right. Okay, so
Thank
let's come here and see your HRIS sync. So HRIS sync is nothing, it's just how you integrate that with your success factor with the third party vendor. So these are the steps. We do not do anything into your HRIS thing. So here you can see there are a few, I think 6 or 7 steps. So first step, what this do? Okay, the HRIS thing, this is the only place where you require a technical person. All right. Uh, Sorry. Uh, no, not any other software. I'm just telling you about the integration between your SAP Success Factor to Aarti system. But anyhow, we don't have to do this. This is done by the technical person. All right. So I'm just telling you the steps so that you know that what are the HRIS thing has to be done. Okay. So Java technical person. ABAP is required for the SAP Aarti system because ABAP is written in the ABAP language. Aarti system is written in the ABAP language. But your success factor is written into which language? It is written into the Java language. So you require a Java technical person. Okay. So these are the steps. If you know this, it's fine. If you don't know this, then also it is fine because you're not going to work on this. Okay, so it has to be done by the technical person. So these are the steps, which is create logon in SuccessFactors with the help of a middleware. So what is middleware? Middleware is a tool through which you connect two systems. Right. So in that tool, it's like, what they do, they create the login into your SuccessFactors with the help of a middleware. And then they create B, C, and D step team. It has to be done into your SAP Aarti system. So there they do create a role in SAP HCM, give authorization so that you have the permission. Then with the help of a body, what they do, they try to create with the coding. And then what they do, they do the proper setting with the middleware. See, earlier they have connected with the middle with the success factor. This time they will connect it with the SAP ERP system. Then they download the file and then they upload it into the success factor. So this is how the 13-step HRA sync it is there. If your company is not doing this HRA sync, then you'll have to do the manual sync. Manual sync, it will be done into like this. Now this is a topic, it will take at least some time. So I don't want this 15 minutes is left. I don't want. Okay. Right. There are two kind of integration, Bala. One is a module to module and another integration is a system to system. As a functional person, you can only do the module to module integration. You can't do that system to system integration. Okay. So module to module integration, you will still have to go ahead and do that. Module to module means like employee central integration with your GMPM, GMPM integration with the compensation, right? So that's a module to module integration.
Internal integration.
Hmm?
Yeah, we will call it as internal integration
Internal
between EC
integration,
and
right? So one is the
yeah.
internal and another is the external. Internal integration you have to do. External integration has to be done by the technical person. That's what I told you, right? The first, force B, C, D, E has to be done into your SAP HCM system.
Ashish,
Okay.
I think there is one job in provisioning. We need
Mhm.
to schedule it. In the
Yes,
provisioning,
there
there
is
is
a
one
job also. Yes, there is a job also in the but I don't have a
automated.
provisioning system access, so I can't show you that. But this is a step which has to be done, and then followed by which you can schedule a job in the provisioning system. Okay. So the next. But yes, there is a process for that. You will have to refer to the SAP SuccessFactors integration with the Oracle. So, you can go ahead and, refer to those documentation. I'll check if I have, I'll provide it to you. All right. So the next topic is team, your employee data, but I am not starting because I don't think so I'll be able to finish that because this will take at least half an hour to finish your this detail. So we'll start with employee data tomorrow. And just another 2 days, we'll finish off with your employee data and your time off also. And then we'll start with the introduction to mastery. Okay. Any other question, team?
Ashish, I received one email. I think Srini has sent it to the
To whom?
team.
To
Yeah,
you? What
Yeah.
email?
yeah. For last time I shared a document
How
step by
did you
step.
get everybody's mail
Is it
ID,
about
Srini?
Actually, in your email, it has all the other emails, participant email IDs,
But I
Bala and
don't get it. I put everybody into CC. So
yeah. But
how do you get the
I
email
could able
ID?
to see.
How
I
come?
could able to see.
But in BCC, when you put, you can't see that email address, right, of other
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Tell me. Yes, Sana, tell me.
Just nothing. I was not aware of that email. I mean, it's about some company settings.
Yeah,
Okay.
company settings.
So what he has
Yeah,
sent
user
it
friendly.
is right. What he has sent it, it's like, that is if you remember the company settings structure that we were doing, right, in one of the session which I've shown you, the organization structure with the company structure, right? So that is what the PDF is sent,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, right. All right, team. So we'll connect tomorrow and we'll go ahead with the rest of the session. And I think except for Shini, rest of all people, you can log out.
Okay.
Okay.
This conference is no longer being recorded.
Hmm. Yes, Bala. The day I'll complete your employee center, I'll give you the assignment.
Okay, Ashish. Thank you so much.
All right, Sana.